Hello buddy, once and for man, and welcome back to episode 3, I think this is, of HayField. I just want a quick apology for why it kind of took a back seat for a minute. Of course we had the multiplayer we started, and we had to fix a load of stuff with the multiplayer maps, because we did try and combine two, to make it a bit more fun, and it didn't really work. So we've been playing around with that for ages, and it hasn't really worked. Like, it just keeps crashing and all this stuff. So we've just gone back to playing Alvingham. So I thought I'd bring HayField back. Now this is HayField with seasons. So we've got seasons on now. Now I haven't done this field, but I've done this field here with the little Dexter and her harrows. But I'll just walk you through the kit we've got. So we've got a Pottinger side mower. We only need one mow really for this. We've got an Alice Chalmers in the garage. I bought this just to have a bit of a mix up of tractors, because we all have Fords and everything, and it's nicely modelled and everything. It's not too bad. So I thought, well, we can have it on. I mean, I might sell it if I don't use it enough, but it's not a big deal. Now there's nothing up here. But yeah, it's still the same map and everything, just this one hasn't got the silage pit in. I can't remember if I did do the video with the one with the silage pit in, but I shall most definitely redo it, the silage pit. We've got the bucket and the bale forks there. Now in this shed is the Clayson combine that we're going to be using in the corner. Right. So yeah, there isn't much kit. Now in here we've got the seeder, which is the Amazon D9 3000, so that's going to be our seeder. We've also got a hay wagon and a John Deere baler. Now the reason I've gone for this setup, which is kind of more like an American style, what I'd say it as American style, is because this hay rake or hay wagon, whatever you want to call it, is actually what is it? Auto load. That's it. So this John Deere fires them out the back of this to a point which is close enough for the auto load on this to pick up, and it auto loads it, which makes life a hell of a lot easier. So I thought we'd chuck this on because I like doing small squares, because we don't do them that often. And this map, of course, we started off doing small squares with them, so we thought we might as well carry on. Now in this shed here we've got the 135 again with the cab, and we've also got a 7610 with the loader on. Now this was Tom's, if you remember ages ago from the Rosewood multiplayer game. This was Tom's tractor, but unfortunately a person called Dan released it, and it was supposed to stay private, but he released it. So I've tried to change it by putting a different exhaust on a different loader, try and make it different from the one that's released, because he did like it and he spent a lot of time on it, and he pretty much just got it all thrown away. Shame. We've got a PZ mower as well to run on to one of the smaller tractors. We've got a little 300 Pottinger, hay bob, and a first spinner, and I think that's it. Oh, we've got a little well, water bowser here, very nice small one. And the grain trailer's just in there. Now there's nothing else we really need to buy at this moment in time. Haven't got any animals, can't get any animals till we've got something to actually feed them. So now it's really baffled me, but I've forgotten where the water fill point is. I really don't know. I can't fucking remember where that is. Because I was going to just fill the water up. So we should be alright in the way of feed, because we can make the hay bales, we can make grass, we won't make any grass bales, we can make hay bales, straw bales, water. Can't make any mixed feed, so they're only missing two things, I think. Where are we? I think I've gone past it. Yeah, so we're only missing, so water, grass, can't have any of that. They can have silage in that. Yeah, they're missing two things, but grass, we could just make enough bales to fill it and then leave it, so we haven't got to wait around for ages. Now I was going to do some cultivating, but yeah, well, I'm recording this before I go to college, so I can't really make a courseplay course yet. I'll have to actually record it because of course the field numbers are all bollocks on this one. And this field's a fair size as well. Yeah, I think we'll just do a course recording. We'll just record it. Now, I know this tractor has like the 8340 sounds or whatever it is, but they need changing because it's a 3-cylinder Dexter sounding like a big straight 6. So that's the only thing. But as you can see, it's the Dexter without the loader on. Last time we had one with the loader on, but this one's the different one. But yeah, so the multiplayer is still going. We set it all back up last night and we started to get back to where we were. So we've done all the ploughing and the cultivating. We're just starting the seeding, and then we'll crack on. Joe still isn't back. His PC still is absolutely bollocks, so we don't know if he's going to be in it yet, but I'm going to record some single players to try and give him a bit more time. But it's a shame about the two maps not working together. For some reason it kept throwing up 1,000,001 errors, and it wouldn't, the server would start, but if you joined it'd just boot you straight off and said disconnected. So I need to have a look at that. I need to, well, I know somebody that has done it before and theirs works on Deadies, so I need to ask how they did it. But that's the problem, innit? You just, then people want to do it for you and then you don't learn anything, and I want to do it so I know what I'm doing if I do it again for Fs17, because I've always wanted to have just combined a few maps together. Like, I reckon this map out of Ingham and Chris's Spring Hill all together in one thing would be amazing. It'd be absolutely brilliant. Rightio. So this isn't going to be too long a video. It's probably going to only be about 20 minutes, and we'll probably just do this for the old 20 minutes. But I will keep doing little bits on this map, so we'll probably do, I'll probably get the seeding done maybe off screen, or I might just show a field of it, and then we'll crack on with all the rest of it. But of course we only own a couple grass fields, if I remember rightly. Yeah, we own 2 grass fields. So we've got to fertilise them at some stage today. Well, some stage before the grass really starts to take off. They're only 6-day seasons, and we've got 29,000 in the bank. I did take that down to 20,000, but I sold a few things. I had 2 ransomed ploughs and a homemade cultivator. But the problem with the ploughing was it was taking so long to do because there was only one of me. On the multiplayer we were using them and we got it done well fast because there was 2 of us in a field, or 3 of us. So yeah, we've just had to make do with, I'm just going to have to disc it all now, or cultivate it. Right, you might be wondering why I've just decided to cultivate the same stuff I've done. Is to straighten out this bottom piece. Like, so when you come down to the row, yeah, like 1,000,001 round and round, it'll be alright. Now, I also picked up my new piece of kit in real life yesterday, which was the 11th of March. I have bought myself Howie's topper. I think they're an American company. I paid 50 quid for it because it was going to be scrapped if I didn't want it. So I got it back yesterday and it works well. It all spins up and everything. I've got to do the spline on the actual drive for it again because it's someone, I think someone had ground it off or it snapped off, and they die grinded all the spline out the PTO, put it on and then drilled a hole through it and then just bolted it on, but that won't really do because if the bolt comes loose and it comes off, it'll fucking go bang. So I'm just going to spline it and probably have to buy a new PTO, but A spline for it won't cost that much. But for a test run of I literally mowed about 2 foot of the garden, not even that. I literally just drove a little bit with it running just to see how it cut, and it cuts quite well. It cuts quite low as well, quite low to the ground, so that's good. It's a 6x6 topper, so it's 6 foot long by about 6 foot wide. So it's a big bastard, and yeah, it'll make nice short work of the garden, I hope. And if I ever get contracted out, not contracted out, but you know, if somebody ever asks me to do a bit, which is what I want to do. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. Little update with the trailer. We've got the axle off it, and I'm doing the brakes on it. As you can see, I'm not doing them now because I'm recording this video, but I've got the brakes off it. The drums are becoming a bit of a nuisance to try and get off. Because it's on an axle stand, I really wanted to do it whilst it was still on, because the whole trailer would hold it still. But I've got the axle just on 2 axle stands, and it keeps wanting to fall off. So, and it's not very heavy axle. Like, you can pick it up. I've picked it up, but I don't tend to do much picking up nowadays because it hurts. And that's about it, I think, in the real world of me. I haven't done any vlogs for ages. I know. I have got my vlogging camera set up. It's sat here next to me. It's my GoPro. So I might do a few when I come back from college. I'll probably walk you around the topper. And yes, I can already see the comments of the health and safety people as the sign of the bolt going through the PTO thing. But unfortunately, I have no choice at this moment in time. I'm gonna measure it and order some. It's only temporary. Like, it's not a permanent. I'm not gonna run it for 8. I mean, I literally ran it for about a minute or so with it on, and that was about it. So it was literally just a test to make sure it would run and spin, and it'll spin up properly. But the one thing I found with my tractor is, because it's a single clutch that controls you driving and your PTO, it has a tendency that it does have a tendency that when you engage the PTO and rev it up, it actually locks you kind of in drive, and you can't actually get out of it. So when you dip the clutch, you just keep going. I think I found the way is you have to turn before you want to stop. You have to shut all the revs off your mower and sort of coast and let the thing spin down a bit, and it'll come out after a certain amount of RPM on the PTO. It'll actually unlock you from drive, but I don't quite know why it does that. She isn't a live drive, if you know what that means. So it isn't like a normal tractor where it doesn't have to have its PTO spinning for its pumps to work. It has to have its PTO on. So I don't know whether it's because it is a non-live drive tractor, or how are you stuck on this hill? But if anyone has one of these toppers and a live drive tractor, and they run it and theirs doesn't do the same, if you could let me know. I asked Tom about it, and he says it's kind of it's kind of usual, but it did scare the shit out of me when it did it, because I didn't know what was happening. But now I know. I've just got to get used to it. But I want to try and see if there's anything I can do to try and not prevent it, but just like try and get it so it'll come out a bit earlier, because after a certain amount of revs it will stop it, but you've got to get it quite low on the revs before it will stop. And it's quite a big disc. It's a single disc with 2 blades in it, so it's a fairly wide disc, because of course it'll probably be like a 3-foot disc in diameter, and then the blades will be the 2 foot. So the disc is only like 5 foot, so you actually don't clip the side of your casing, because the case is 6 foot. So yeah, it should be studying game. So yeah, that's the story with that. I know everybody's asking for a shed update. I should probably do one this summer, because it isn't actually technically finished. There's only one concrete floor in one section. It's not all the way across, and I want to wait for that to be done. before we do any of that, just to make sure you get the full experience of it being finished. But yeah, so in the summer when I actually go out topping my garden, I shall most definitely have a record. I need to have a play around with it though, but the ground's so bloody wet, so you don't really get a chance to just play. Like, I can't really do much playing because it just rips the ground off. So I call it playing. It's actually just testing, really. But to other people, it just looks like I'm messing around. But to me, it's actually I'm testing it to figure out how you use it and all that shit. I mean, I know how to use PTO-driven stuff, but I've only really ever used it on live drives. Non-live drives are a complete different thing. So. But yeah, if anyone's got any light to share on this, like shine on it, then please let me know. You can just always comment it down below. But yeah, come on, tractor. So we are on the multiplayer. We've got quite a few little bits and pieces in the way of a little kit. I think the biggest thing we've got is a Deutz, and that's Stu's. But after that, we've got the 7610, which is in this video, the one in the shed. That's mine. We've got a Forza Major 4-wheel drive, which is the one Will's running for temporarily whilst he takes Joe's place, just to give us a hand. Dan's got a New Holland T7, no, not New Holland, Fiat 11090 in blue. James is in his TW15, and Tom is in a 6640. Now I don't know why, but I keep doing this every so often. Like, I think my keyboard sticks because I don't remember doing any of this. Like, I'll suddenly just start veering off, but I don't know if it's my keyboard. I should probably use my steering wheel, but it makes too much noise. No, it's 3 minutes past 9 already, so this video should be edited and up today. I know there's a gap, I know there's a 5-day gap, and I really wanted to not have a 5-day gap, but we had to do so much playing and fucking around with that map. It's unreal. Like, the amount of times I've uploaded it and uploaded it to the Deddy to test and found all the small problems. I thought I'd fixed it the other night because I read the error log and found out what the errors were and deleted them all, and I thought it would work, but it still wouldn't have any of it, so fuck it. I just can't be arsed with it. I'll just ask somebody I know who's actually done it before, either if we can borrow their map and put it on. But theirs is private because they've got Spring Hill on theirs. Righty ho, so we've only got, oh bloody hell. Right, so I know I've put a few hours on this little Dexter, but I mean, it won't be on. I'll switch him up. Like, maybe this year this tractor will do most of the work, and then next time we'll use another one. I mean, the Alice Chalmers is slow as fuck. It only does about 11 miles an hour, so you don't really get that much speed with it. Now, I'm not going to make you sit through all of this. I just wanted to explain loads of stuff because I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and record yet, because I've been busy as hell. Now the 20th, the 21st, no sorry, the 21st, 22nd and the 23rd of this month, I am actually at a Steam show, and I don't quite think I'm going to be able to upload enough videos. Like, what I might do is just record some vlogs and set them to be uploaded that day. on the days that I don't record and upload on this channel. So you know how I always sometimes leave a 1 day gap. Then they might be the nights where I upload the vlog for them days. The simple reason is that if my internet was super fast, I could just do it. Like I could just record some videos and upload them. But I want to upload videos that people can actually watch in, you know, today, sort of thing. Swing this round. We'll go get these last little bits because my fucking. I think I don't have any sensors in my other finger because I'm always holding it one way. It's never the other way. I'll always hold it to the left, but never the right. Just grab these little bits here. Right, so anyway, I'm going to carry on with this till it's finished, but I'm going to leave the episode here. I think we're on episode 3, I can't remember. But yeah, so leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe for today. Oh dear, happy farming. I shall try and make sure the Discord link is active in the description, but I found the way to make it permanent. But every time I post it, it still runs out, and I'm not entirely sure why. So I think I'm just going to have to keep posting new ones every so often. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more today. Happy farming. Follow me on Snapchat. Well, add me on Snapchat. Follow me on Instagram. Add me on Discord. Join our Discord. Like me on Facebook. And goodbye.